Hello everyone and welcome back live here to Morrison Stadium here on the side of the University of Creighton in Omaha, the downtown, where it is the Class A semifinal, the second of the day, between the number 1 seed Omaha South and the number 4 seed the Kearney Bearcats. Hello, I'm your host, Jeff Ekstrom. Lock my color today, Alec Rome. And Alec, second semifinal of the day, and this one almost looks as equally good as the last one.
Yeah, you know, Jeff, we're actually, even though Kearney and South have come to town, you're in Central Country, baby. This is downtown Omaha. The pressure of this, we already saw, can sometimes get to teams and cause them to make mistakes. West Side, they struggled when they came out, but ended up finding a way to win in the shootout, and they pulled it together. Good teams find a way to win games. Kearney yesterday, struggling a little bit, especially with prep, weren't winning as many 50-50 balls as they would like to, but they found a way to get it into overtime, found a way to get to the shootout, and guess what? They won it, and they essentially reversed the decision from last year when they ended up losing in overtime or in the shootout. Did they lose the shootout?
Yeah, they lost the shootout.
So look at that.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's opposite day around here at Morrison Stadium, and they face a tough opponent in Omaha South. South has been building a great program. They were the number 1 team in the country, I think in 2013, and in 2016 they won another championship, and they were runner-up in 2010. They've been around for sure. I mean, I know that South will come out, play fast. They will look for through balls on the side, and they're going to have to essentially make sure that Kearney doesn't see what they're trying to do. Kearney's going to have to track some of the runners in the midfield. They're going to be weeding, they're going to be running, they're trying to look for these through ball passes. Kearney, in the meantime, has to be like Lincoln Southwest was just a little while ago. They have to come out, they have to be aggressive, and they have to start stealing the ball away, create some turnovers, cut off some passes, and be everywhere. Because if you're not everywhere, South will be where you're not, and they will score goals on you.
Kearney 16-2 on the year, defeated Creighton Prep on Thursday in the shootout 5-4, avenging their loss from last year, as Alec mentioned, are in the state semifinals for the second straight year. Omaha South beating a feisty North Platte squad yesterday, 4-2. The Packers went up 2-0 before North Platte answered with 2 goals of their own before half, but then be able to pull away in the second half. But North Platte, the Bulldogs, giving them a scare, showing that the number 1 seed, they're human like the rest of the teams.
And, you know, that was their first big challenge, I have to say, since Omaha Central, where that was a 1-0 game earlier on in the season. But otherwise, they've been having some pretty nice times. Beat Elkhorn South 3-0, Lincoln Pius X twice, 3-0, 5-0, North 11-1. They've been doing just fine. But yesterday, they found in North Platte that they had quite a bit of an opponent. And today, Kearney will be exactly the same. They are not going to be easy. This team believes that they can do it. They have to continue to believe that this is their year. And that's the attitude that they're coming in with. They have to match South in intensity at all points. They have to do, as I said, when Lincoln Southwestern came out here and did against the team that was expected to win, they have to come out and say, hey, we're here too. We deserve to be here.
And maybe might play a little factor in the mental game. We talk about Omaha South. Yesterday they were openly cheering for Kearney to win. They did not want Prep at all. Nothing to do with Omaha Creighton Prep. And so when Kearney coming out, they wanted Kearney. They wanted to play Kearney.
Well, you know, sometimes that's just a strategic thing. But let me tell you, as a Central graduate now, Central alumni, we don't want Prep here either. I don't care when Prep comes in. I don't want him here either. So I don't blame for South for openly cheering for Kearney. But they have to realize that Kearney themselves, by beating Prep, a team that has been a top dog, a perennial here in boys soccer forever in Nebraska, they have an equal opponent. It's not like Kearney is going to be an easier opponent than Prep is. Kearney's going to be just as tough. They held out for 100 minutes. And so they have to do the same day. They have to play for the entire 80 and find a way to put some in and put them away.
And as some would say, that Kearney matches up good with Omaha South, especially when we talk about the size factor. Kearney, one of the bigger team in the state, and they are much bigger than Omaha South, especially after the Packers lost their best center back in Johan Centeno, who received a red card on Thursday. Really, that he was much of their size back in the back four, but now they're going to deal without him, one of the best center backs in the state and on this team.
And again, the same theme stays true. The team that connects and finds the open space here in Morrison, there's a lot of green to give. A lot of green to give. You have a lot of space, but you have to be wide. Get wide, switch the play when you need to, and find those open holes, and the ball will eventually find where the green is, and you'll get those opportunities. We've seen some fantastic goals here. Unfortunately, in the last one we didn't see anything, but we saw lots of great buildup. And you can do that here if you just continue to make runs, find the open space, and play it right, and we'll see which team comes out and does their best to start. I think both teams will adjust at halftime, and we might see a completely different game after the first half. But I'm just interested to get this going, really. I think South will be a tough out. They are always a tough out here at the state tournament. And Kearney is a team that has wanted to win this state title. They have not won one. They had, I believe, a runner-up in 2009, but that's the last time they were at a final, the only time they're at a final. They want it. They believe that this is their time, and we're going to see if it is, Jeff.
Well, these two teams have met before in the state tournament, 2 times, in fact, back in 2011 and 2013. Omaha South coming out on top in both of those matchups. In 2011, it was an 2-1 overtime victory by the Packers in the first round. But then the last time these two teams met was in 2013 in the semifinals, where the Packers came out on top 3-1. But otherwise, they have not played each other in the regular season, have not played each other since that 2013 matchup.
Hey, Jeff, while I'm thinking about it, I just want to give a very big thank you to Julia Whitey and Isaac Bonner, who have been with us all day here doing camera and computer. We thank them for their help, and, I'm going to miss all the theatrics with them that have been over the past 3 years. That's an inside joke, but no, it's been very fun, and thanks, guys, for sticking around and, watching some soccer on a Saturday. There's no better way to spend a Saturday here in Omaha, right? And get paid, baby. Getting paid in both entertainment and financially.
Well, we are underway here in Omaha. Omaha South pushing the pace early. With it now is going to be number 19, Omar Soltero. Will give it off, and here are the Packers trying to maybe get something in your corner, looking for a cross. 1-on-1 there, they'll send it.
And this is the style that South likes to play. In and out, finding that space. They love to play fast. That's what they do. They can play. Everybody on the south side is always going to be so skilled. We'll see a little bit of show and tell here today, but those wide runs on the side, using their speed, that's what we expect. I mean, we're already seeing them shift back and forth, switch back and forth. They're comfortable right now in the first couple minutes.
Manuel Palga has it for Omaha South. South very balanced. Don't have anyone who's really on top goal scoring wise as they're put on the pressure right away. Here's a shot. That's going to be what a save to his right by Jacob Hardy.
Wow. See, now that was great buildup. I mean, South had to make like 12 passes in a row there. They really, like I said, they're comfortable right now. They loved how they just came out. But that's the type of save you got to make. What a
whacker defender.
And Straka is a big, powerful dude. He doesn't have to do all the show and tell that South players might do. He can simply just take 1 touch, 2 touch, and just start running like a bull straight down the field.
Looking for Novacek was Straka. Headers one ahead. Looking for Austin coming on, but it's going to be picked up by the goalkeeper. Here are the Packers. Santino back to Palga. Austin looking to play with it. And it looks like as though Omaha South going with a 3-back defense like they did yesterday when Centennial received a red card. And that was the question today, whether they were going to go with that 3-back set, and they have.
Yeah, it's that 3, and then you've got that holding mid, and it looks like the holding mid for South is number 11, Marcela Santana. And that's a big deal, that holding mid spot, the central defensive mid, because you can be big in helping distribute the attack, but also it's very important to assist that back 3 that can at times be a little bit stretched out, especially if Kearney starts getting wide, as they should.
Vaz tried to play one out wide for Hunter Novacek, but it's going to go out of play. Omaha South will throw it in.
And another thing, too, that I think South has done to come out of the bat, and Dr. B talked about this, they're not trying to fit a round peg in a square hole. They are trying to make the pass and be accurate with their passes. They're not looking to go for anything big right now. They know they will find something big as long as they keep making the passes and put them on to the feet.
Here's Palga for Omaha South. just about 4 minutes in. Class A semifinal. Number 4 Bearcats, number 1 Packers. Pago looks to put one right in the front of the box.
Trying to gain some space, but it gets poked away. And another thing that Kearney coach Scott Steinbrook talked about was making sure that they don't stab when you're one-on-one with these players, because they will out-trick you. And they might, in fact, attack Straka on the outside too, because they know that it's going to be a little bit easier maybe to get past him just because he's a little bit taller and has less power. It makes a huge difference when you have a lower center of gravity. I can't tell you, I played hockey, and being taller than people, you would think it'd be easier to just take the puck away, but trust me, a low center of gravity can be such a huge help, especially in a game where you're using your feet at all times.
There's Alvarado out front now. Powell could take a shot. Let's get dribble right to Hardy. Here is Hardy looking to kick one away. He does.
The South had that one good opportunity. Hardy with a huge save, but otherwise Kearney has been holding on nicely, answering what Omaha South has to offer. We're only 5 minutes in.
Okay, the winner of this one will take an Omaha West Side in Tuesday's Class A state championship. As one sent down to the corner, taken up by the Packers.
Now, we were talking to a West Side fan who just about had a heart attack after that shootout, and he said, yeah, I'm okay with playing South again. Do you think, who do you think, Jeff, that West Side wants? They want South or they want Kearney?
I'm going to guess they probably want Kearney, just because they have played Omaha South before, and it's always tough playing a team twice. And Kearney's going to be new, and I don't know if there's much difference between the two teams, because the field is just good enough this year, but I would say probably Kearney.
But we watched how Kearney was Lincoln Southwest was able to exploit Omaha West Side. West Side did not have that many offensive chances. I think just like that exact thing right there, jumping on a pass right away, was what Lincoln Southwest did really well, and it's what Kearney has to do well.
That's Royce Austin.
And you can tell he's an aggressive player. I like his shoes, by the way, too. Nice combo of blue and green.
Well, he uses those shoes to put him in the back of the net. 15 goals on the year. Lead goal
scorer. Must be working.
Here's Paga for the Packers, and it's going to be turned over. Caleb Bean steps in front. Gets one down to Novacek. Miss tackle right there, and here come the Bearcats.
And here comes 10 also on the side, starting to make a run, and it's still there. Onside play.
Here's A.J. Foz, junior forward. Gets sent one across. Look for Novacek. Give me out, but here comes Caleb Bean on the attack.
Not very many people there, though.
And he sends a dribble right to
I just said, I wish that there was at least one or two more people. Maybe it was Carson Schwartz that could have came up there a little bit and chose to help out in the box. I think they could have been a lot more aggressive there and maybe had a better chance. Now, Carson Schwartz, I've heard that name before. Football player?
Basketball.
Basketball player, that's right. Okay.
Starting point guard for the Bearcats.
I'm thinking, so you guys have got a lot of those star multi-sport athletes. Yes. Cannon Coster graduating this year, who was basketball and football. He was a quarterback.
Yes. First team All-State quarterback for the World Herald and first team All-State basketball.
Brought them to the state championship for football and had a very nice run this year in basketball as well, got to say.
Especially with that loss to Shiloh Robinson. Here's Pago.
He's probably, he may never have to buy food again in that town.
Yeah. Especially if he leads UNK basketball to the tournament. Here's the ball. Plate Dakin looking for Foz. Header towards Novacek.
Dangerous.
And Kearney, unlike Thursday, they're getting some chances early.
Well, they're going direct. They're going right at South. They're not trying to connect as much as South is trying to do right now. They understand, and that was kind of an interesting hit with the shoulder. They understand that they might not dominate possession that much, or they, in fact, will probably lose the possession battle. But the same thing happened a lot with the 5,000-1 underdog Leicester City back in 2016. That was not a team that was bent on holding onto the ball. sometimes in English soccer you have teams that are really focused on possessing. That team was not. He said, yeah, we'll defend you for 70% of the game, but when we get that ball the 30% of the time, we're going to start running, we're going to move down the field, and we're going to try and beat you. And so I think that's what Kearney is looking to do. Less, passing back and forth like South is attempting to do. They're looking to just go get it.
So here are the Packers looking to hold some possession and get something going. Send one forward. A little chip ahead, but Straka is going to send one back into the midfield. Taken there by Marco Sala-Santana. It's going to be taken on the far side. Cut in. Studi steps up, but still with the Packers. Here's a shot blocked.
Good block.
And now Schwartz gets sent one ahead for
Here comes a big opportunity. Oh, he just overran the ball.
Now here's number 16.
Oh, he makes up for it.
Alvarado.
He makes up for it.
That's Hunter Novacek.
That's how you play.
Send one downfield for
That's
AJ
how
Foz.
you play.
Foz has blades and speed. He'll look to get ahead. Now he's going to hold up far into the box. Takes a shot, try to slide it across.
You got it. I mean, you knew nobody was going to be there. And that's the one thing, Kearney. I mean, you have 6 people back here. You have to get some offense going. You don't need 6 people at the back. You need 4. Bring some of those midfielders up. Nobody there for them.
Now your South going to slow it down a little.
No, that was a great Kearney counterattack.
And that's one of the big things that's going to be key for them to win today, how effective those can be, especially considering South is such a possessive-based team. Yeah, Kearney's going to want to push the tempo because South, the team, they want to slow it down.
Possessive teams, what they like to do is pass, 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 and worry out. They are looking to make Kearney tired in the last 10 minutes of this game. That was a powerful shot. And they can shoot it. That these guys have strong legs and can put these things back in the net. That first shot on Jacob Hardy was dangerous. I mean, that was flying. So the main thing is that South is looking to pass.
Number 1, Adrian Felix Gabriel. And a mistake there by the Packers. It's going to be a throw-in, and this is where you get to see the throw-in skills by Sam Straka.
Is he going to do a flip?
Doesn't do a flip, but he puts it in pretty far.
Man, okay, all right, that's fair. We got a big run up here.
They're going to try to put one in the box.
That's strong.
Yeah. Great throw.
That was like a corner.
Basically, is when Straka comes up. Here's a header across the box. Gets out by the Packers, and now they're going to try to come up with a run. But Caleb Bean steps up.
Oh, he's tough.
And there will be a foul. That's going to be on number 21, Emmanuel Palka.
He was holding on. Yep. He was holding on. Big opportunity here, and I think Kearney should just take a shot at the goal because they have not had one so far. We're 12 minutes in. Might as well just take one to get warmed up.
Royce Austin did hit one like this in the district final against Millard West. He went to the top left corner on an absolute strike.
And so the wall's kind of staying in the middle. Goalkeeper there for South, Adrian Felix Gabriel. On the left side.
Shot that just goes up and over.
But hey, not bad to scare the goalkeeper a little bit. Felix Gabriel only allowed 6 goals on the year and 45 saves. Jacob Hardy himself, 9 goals on 56 saves. So both these goalkeepers are pretty even. That seems to be the theme here again. Lots of teams with lots of talent. Sometimes they're mirror images, sometimes they're different styles.
And here is Omaha South. And lost track. Punch back the other way by Kearney, but Packers will regain possession.
Packer faithful are being very loud right now.
Always are when it comes to the state tournament.
Definitely, and Kearney normally travels pretty well as well. They have a good bring on. I think that's been, Kearney isn't necessarily a small town, but, compared to Omaha here, they are a smaller town. And so you always find that communities are a little bit more connected there. And we find it even in the smaller towns like Winnebago. Winnebago, the whole town goes.
Yes.
That's the way it is. That's what high school sports is about. And so I think Kearney has that behind them as well, is that this entire squad is going to be pretty close, whereas Omaha South, there's 2,500 students. We're trying to find a new school. There's an OPS bond issue going on the 15th to get a new school in South Omaha just because of all the overcrowding. I know at Central that there are people that I have never seen before in my life as a senior. And so there's going to be a disconnect from Omaha South. Not everybody's going to know each other. Hopefully they've learned a little bit about each other throughout the season, but Kearney definitely has that advantage.
Of course, this senior class, might be the only senior class in history to go to state 4 years in a row. Here's a throw in by Omaha South. 7 senior starters for Kearney. The only 4-year starter being Sam Straka, the outside back. Matt Studi, who's trailing the ball right there, a 3-year starter. Good play there by Novacek to keep that from going behind him. Off angle, off Ingen. He's got Chase to recover.
Somebody got to take responsibility. Well, luckily it's a goal kick, but you know, one of the notes that we had on here is that this team has got to communicate, and that situation right there, they were not organized. You know, somebody just has to take responsibility and make the decision. That's called being a leader. You know, that we haven't really seen too much of that throughout this game, but you know, that's something to watch. That can't happen.
Here's Omaha South. Good to slow it down and advance it upfield. Miss header goes to Sam Straka. Ball is going to get past Straka. And here come the Packers. Now they'll play one to the outside.
Great triangle play.
Looking for switch fields to the other end of the box. That's going to be Mauricio Alvarado.
And see, this is what South does. They're trying to wear you out.
A good step up there by Caleb Bean because Powell got a chance. Schwartz will clear it down for A.J. Foz.
Oh, that's some English on that one.
Here's Austin. Still has possession of it. I could turn around and assess his options. Can't get one past number 11, Marco Salas Santana. And Matt Studi comes up. Omaha South still possession. They'll try to get it down. There's Bryce Kavorik, sophomore.
And those passes had a little bit of Spanish on them too. You know, Kearney's had a little bit of English on him. South's had a little bit of Spanish on him. Unfortunately, South couldn't make anything happen after that.
Caleb Crittenden checks in for Hunter Novacek, senior for senior. Crittenden has 6 goals off the bench this year. So a little scoring punch from the senior. And now here's opportunity. Looking to go ahead with Crittenden, but headed forward by the Packers.
Oh, you can see he's wanting to run.
David Tapia Salazar tries to get it up. Shane Hidgen on the defense. He'll just get it out of there. It'll be a throw in here for Omaha South.
Meg Dangan, but he made the smart play. Send it out of bounds.
Here's Pauga. We'll get it to Santana.
That's essentially what you want. You're just trying to stop the momentum of South because you know they're going to be coming.
Here's one in the box. Engen pops it up in the air. Pauga and Schwartz. Schwartz will just get it out of the box. Foz comes from behind and gets it away. But touched by Austin is intercepted by the Packers.
Oh, and they overcommitted. I mean, luckily they were able to get it back there. But
that's a foul right there. Held his jersey.
Luckily, with that foul, it's not going to be a dangerous situation. That had 2 defenders overcommit, which would have possibly allowed for an odd man rush from South, but got the foul.
Now here's Sam Straka. You'll see him put one in the box.
He's looking for a home run here. He pointed.
Looking to call his shot. Straka's going to put one ahead. Look for Austin. Pops up the air. That's going to go out of play.
Just a little bit to the right, but that's, you know, to be able to connect that is impressive enough. So they're going to be looking for that more.
Now here's Omaha South. 18 minutes into this one. Class A semifinal. Still scoreless.
And another thing about South, you know, I think Kearney plays a little bit more of the roles, whereas South will definitely overlap. And, you know, you'll see a couple players here, maybe Emmanuel Pauga, who's just a freshman, and we've seen a lot on the ball today. They'll move around, but here comes Kearney. Oh, almost built that one up, but it's sent right back away.
Play advantage again. Omaha South hanging on to the Kearney jerseys. And now a foul. And we got a stoppage.
Got a stop clock here.
They're going to give a card to Omaha South. think that's number 23 in Santa Maria. Yellow card. And that's for grabbing on to the Bearcat jersey about the second or third time that's happened today.
Yep. Saw plenty of yellow cards in the last affair.
But regardless, still going to be a free kick here for Omaha South. Try to put one in the box here. So here it is for the Packers. Still on the ground.
There, if somebody can get a foot to it.
Still loose.
Got to drop it. Got to drop it off your south. Look for a better shot.
Now another one put in the box. Come running across. It was number 28. Spike has got to play. Number 28 from Omaha South is not listed on the roster.
No, I think number 7, David Tapia Salazar, just held on to that a little bit too long. He needed to drop it because somebody else could have maybe taken a shot on goal that could have really challenged Hardy because he was a little bit over to the left and something over to the right may have challenged him.
Header is going to be deflected forward for Kearney. Crittenden tried to get something going, but he lost it. Immediately sent downfield. But Caleb Bean steps in front. He goes down.
That should be up. That's a foul.
Foul on Omaha South, at number 19, Omar Fregosa Slatero.
The goalkeeper is going to come out looking to go. Hardy's maybe going towards the box would be my assumption. Kearney's done playing possession. As we said, they're looking to go direct and get something.
Here's Hardy's kick. Look for Schwartz.
Oh,
Bounce ahead. Here's a shot. Oh, that's a header that goes right into the hands of Gabriel.
And I was wondering if he was going to be onside or not, and he just kind of headed it up. Luckily, nothing happened there for South, but that was close. That was real dangerous. And he had somebody else over there on the other side. If that had directed to the right, that was a tough angle shot by the goalkeeper right across the crease of the goal.
Here's a takeaway. And now Crittenden will have it far into the box. Crittenden will just let it go out, and that's going to be a corner kick for Kearney.
Just a very aware play by the senior.
So you'll see Christian Dakin, senior midfielder for Kearney, take the corner.
First corner kick of the day for Kearney.
And what they like to do is look for Carson Schwartz in his 6'1" frame.
And they need set pieces to win. That's kind of been Kearney's MO. The more set pieces they can have, the better, because that's the way they like to play. They're not going to play possession. As we said, this is what they need.
Here's the corner, a little too far. Still in the box. South looking to get it out. Still loose, but Palga on it. But here is Bean, who takes a shot that rolls right to Gabriel. But Kearney gets some offensive chances. Here's Palga for the Packers. They just play it back. Try to slow things down a little. Just about 18 minutes left here in this first half.
Trying to get back to their game. Kearney has disrupted them in the past few minutes. South connected on a lot of their passes to start, but now they are not.
Austin came forward to take it away, and he's going to fall, but South just took it away. That was
too fast for his own good. He carried himself to the ground.
Now here's a ball out wide for Alvarado. He's going to send one forward, looking for
tough
28.
To deal with. Oh, yep. And that is a tough foul. And again, this is one of those situations that they didn't want to do. No unnecessary fouls, no unnecessary cards. Steinbrook asking his team to just play clean.
And this is a dangerous spot.
Especially for fantastic goal shooters. I mean, these guys are so skilled on this South Packers sideline.
Taking the shots, Gibby, number 10, Carlos Salazar Sevilla. So there's 8 goals on the year.
Leading goal scorer.
Goals. So big chance from us South here.
Well, Sevilla, it looks like Salazar Sevilla walked off, and it's Fregoso Slatero, who is the second leading goal scorer. He's going to go direct.
Here's a shot that goes right into
He
the
was
hands
trying
of
to
Hardy.
pick it out. Hardy was perfectly positioned. That I would think he should have gone maybe top 90, tried to go for that left corner.
And that's what Hardy, who broke the school record for most shutouts in a career on win Thursday with 30. And here's a chip look for Dakin, a little too far, and Gabriel will come out and get it. But Hardy's not going to impress you with his athleticism, but he is going to be at the right position 99% of the time.
I mean, Felix Gabriel there was just smart, pointing to himself and said, yeah, I got it. No worries.
And there's a foul. 28 is not listed on their roster.
And sometimes you end up seeing, switches of jerseys and all that. You never really know.
Sam Straka takes the free kick. Looking for Crittenden. Headers back in front of the box. Headed right behind where Dakin is there.
And I think we're starting to feel the wind just kind of kick up a tiny bit. It's getting a little bit more consistent out there. It's blowing to the south again.
Dakin, headers back for Sam Straka, who's going to look to play it ahead. Does. Here's Carson Schwartz. Here's Austin. Now a touchback to Caleb Bean here on the near side. Now to Austin. And turnover there. Austin still fighting for it. Well, South has it back.
Yeah, I mean, there's a line between being aggressive and, sticking your foot in too many things. You just got to watch himself again.
There's a ball in the box that Hardy will come out and grab. With 15 minutes to go in this first half. Both teams have had some chances.
I feel like this is the same game that we just watched, where both teams are doing good at taking the ball away, building up, especially South at the beginning. Had a couple nice connections, but
looking to go out wide for Christian Dakin on the
nobody
run.
put it in the net.
And it's going to be cleared back out, but Royce Austin is there.
Time to lay it off. Time to pass it. Yep.
Here's Carson Schwartz. Sends one back, looking for Straka, who's trying to keep it in. He does.
He does.
He's going to send one across.
Going to the stands. Oh, good catch. Good catch. White hoodie over there, but he almost fell over the stairs. I mean, he's tripping, still going up there. I just want you. I hope he's okay. I think he's good. Thank goodness. Don't need any more injuries here.
Here's Palga for the Packers. Austin looking to step in front, cannot. Well, South will just send it back with 14 minutes to go.
Nope, I'm happy if I'm Kearney right now. This is exactly what you wanted to play. It's mainly just getting the goal. They didn't need to get the goal against Prep. They don't need to get the goal against South, but you don't like to leave it up to the shootout.
Yes. So here's Omaha South. Go on the attack, far side. Error forward, but Rice Kavorik will try to clear it away. Palga for the Packers will have it. He'll send it back out wide once again. Back to Palga. Matt Studi harasses him. He's going to come away with it. Now we're back to Palga.
Support on the opposite side was a little late there for Kearney, and now they're having to chase back.
And Bean sets it forward. Nice to keep that one in for Caleb Crittenden, who tries to bring it up, and he'll clear it
that's
downfield.
great.
Look for A.J. Foz.
Too far. Too far. Good job to keep it in, though.
Yeah, not let go out of play. Looking for South to advantage on that.
100.
Check. Puts the header in the air. No, puts it forward for Royce Austin. Austin going to go off a Packer. They're going to come away with it. Studi trying to get to the ball, but no, it's going to be sent forward. Odd man rush, but it's going to be deflected and out of play.
Both sides are trying to get the shot off right away, and that one maybe South, again, they like to play fast, but that one could have been done a little bit more justice if they had slowed it down and done their very technically sound passing that they normally do.
Nice defense by Schwartz, and that's not a very good shot right there.
Schwartz was just pressuring enough and caused enough of a distraction to send that one way to the right.
just a bit outside.
Yeah, just a bit outside.
So here's Jacob Hardy. Sends one ahead, looking for Schwartz. Popped in the air on the far side. Here's Omaha South looking to attack. 28 just gets send it out. Throwing for Kearney. Straka's going to push the tempo, looking ahead for Foz.
Oh, this
right
could be, needs to lay it
Austin.
off. Nice touch.
Novacek.
It's a 2-on-1. He's got to keep carrying.
Here's Novacek off of Packer. He's going to look to recover, get to it, but cleared away by South.
Oh, attack. He's got to jump. Number 10 there, Caleb Bean, could have jumped on it and maybe gotten a critical turnover there. I know that you don't want to overcommit, but sometimes being hesitant against this south side will allow them to open up more passes.
Good tackle there by Carson Schwartz. It's going to be played here to the near side.
The less time South has with the ball, the better.
And it's a turnover again. Carson Schwartz, touch pass to Foz, so we'll immediately touch it back to Carson Schwartz.
That's good connecting play.
Schwartz will play back for Sam Straka. Looks to put one in the box. Will, but it's going to go wide to the right and out of play. Goal kick here for Omaha South. With exactly ticking down out here with 10 minutes to go in the first half.
Reggie Barriga, number 17, coming on. Another senior, 8 goals, 3 assists on the season.
Checks in for number 28.
Comes off what seems to be a pretty nice fan favorite.
So here's the goal kick for Adrian Felix Gabriel, senior goalkeeper. All popped in the air is going to be controlled by Omaha South. Here come the Packers, still have it in the midfield. Schwartz puts one to the side. Look, Matt Studi on the run, but South will play it back. Assess their options. They'll play to the sideline here. Mauricio Alvarado plays it forward. Here's Salazar for South. Guarded by Caleb Bean and about 2 other Bearcats. Now back out. Here's one put in the box, but Straka headers it up in the air. Schwartz plays right to Omaha South. Dakin. Here's a shot that goes right into the hands of Hardy.
Not enough of an angle on it. South has had their share of shots, but I'd say that first one right at the beginning on Hardy was the best one that they've had. Otherwise, Kearney has been pretty much shutting them down, doing just enough, doing what they need to do.
Studi just lets it out there, and he will throw in for the Bearcats with 8:25 to go first half. So far, if you're Kearney, you like the way you're playing. For South, I mean, they're not playing bad, but
I mean, South just wish they would have had a goal by now
yeah.
with the way that they've been building up the play. I mean, they've been doing a good job with some of their build-ups at moments, but at other times they've been just kind of not paying attention and giving the ball away when they don't need to.
And the ball is going to be out of play. Kearney with a throw, and Studi runs into the substitute flag right there. Studi's a tough kid. He was starting running back for the Bearcat state runner-up team this past year.
He's taken some harder hits, I have to say.
As well as a starting guard on the Bearcat basketball team.
Yeah, no worries for him. You know, we already said after the girls' games last night, today, and the boys' games that I'd probably be in a hospital bed right now. Meanwhile, some of these guys just go ahead, take a clothesline.
Here's AJ
And girls,
Foz.
too. They just pop back
put
up.
one out front. Austin! Ooh. Just up and over.
Ooh. Man. Good build up there. They're going to have a corner. Here's what Kearney was wanting. 7:12 left. Boy, great build up there in mid-sentence.
And now here is Christian Dakin. Put one in the box. They'll go cross for a header. We're going to go wide.
Just couldn't get enough. Timed it, jumped maybe a little bit too soon because it hit the bottom of his head and couldn't get enough on it. But no, as I was saying, guys and girls, especially the girls' games, those, I mean, they're tough. They are much tougher than I. they're not wearing, I played hockey, but I'm wearing a bunch of equipment on, so I'm a little bit more protected than they are. Actually, a lot more protected because I've been watching girls get speared and taking their heads off and all that, and then they just pop back up, and it's like, is everybody Superwoman
or
you
what? Human? Here's a ball that Caleb Bean will just let go out, so throw in here for Kearney with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Over through Novacek, but he headers it forward, look for Foz, right back to Austin. Here's Matt Studi, plays it to Foz, let's go between them. Now he's going to look to get it out. And it's going to go off, should be off South. Maybe a little talking right there. Oh.
Listen, okay, all right, hey, calm down. Referee getting in the way. Emotions are going to be high.
Especially state championship berth on the line.
Especially with this South side that has a very large passion for soccer, both the team and the fans.
Look for head Carson Schwartz, plays it in. Matt Studi too far off his boot, and it will be a goal kick here.
He's a little too anxious to get to it. He wanted to get to the ball first, but
5 minutes to go, first half.
South has been trying to do some build-up play, but I almost think that they might want to take a page out of Kearney's book and start looking more direct if they're really looking for a goal.
Almost a turnover right there, but here comes South. And again, almost out of play, but kept in. Kavora carries one forward.
Because you can't just continue to play the same way that you've been playing the entire time. South will need to adjust a little bit to just answer what Kearney has been able to do to them. And I think it starts with South. They have been great here in the midfield in the last about 15 minutes. They were better at the beginning. They have to start going more direct and into the box like Kearney is right now.
Foz looks to keep one in. He does. Plays one out to Caleb Bean, who's looked to play outside the box. Deflection.
Pinballed around there.
Goes right to Gabriel for the Packers. They'll just sit on the ground and kick it away. Here's Palga. Plays it behind. Look to set something up. Austin steps in front. He's going to take it away. Here come the Bearcats. Austin will just wait. Get to Matt Studi. And he's going to fall. It'll be a foul. That's going to be on number 19, Omar Fregosa Soltero.
And sometimes with those players that are just really tough, you hope that the referee still calls a foul fair because Studi was ready to just get right back up and keep going. He didn't even flinch. He fell down a little bit, was ready to keep running, and referee was still being fair.
Here's one put in the box, but it's going to go out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick for Ma South.
Kearney, they want the set pieces, but the set pieces that they've had have not yielded any fruit. They have not, and I'm sure that's something Steinberg will be talking about. It's like, guys, we've got to convert on the chances that we do have because they're going to come few and far between against a very, very talented South team.
Yeah, one of the things on the scouting report for Coach Steinberg, set piece execution. And Kearney's had chances, 2 corner kicks and a few free kicks. Here is South. Straka punches it downfield with 2:10 to go in the first half. Here's the ball played ahead for the Packers. Bryce Kavora carries one forward for Dakin, who puts one ahead for Carson Schwartz. Now Bearcats got a counter.
He's just going to keep running.
Novacek puts one for Foz. Here's a chance. Save. Rebound. It's in. Royce Austin. And Kearney, with 1:41 to go in the first half, leads 1-0.
You had to think it was going to happen at some point. Kearney was building a lot. They were starting to turn the ball over. South has been sloppy in the midfield, not making the connections. And guess what? Kearney punches that one in on a juicy rebound, and it's 1-0. Kearney showed up and say, hey, Omaha South, we know you got state championships, but we want one too. And we just put a goal in. It's 1-0, Jeff. Man, what a goal.
Royce Austin, 16th of the year. And Kearney leads Omaha South 1-0.
You know, Kearney had set pieces, but I guess they didn't need one on that occasion. You just need to take advantage of your opportunities in general. And they did.
I mean, Omaha South, the #1 seed, we'll see how they respond because they're 19-1. They haven't been behind in many games this year.
It starts by going direct to me. In the locker room, you've got to start just taking shots at the goal. Joe Moss, I know that's what he will be saying to his players is that, guys, you know, we've been building up well, but it just hasn't seemed to work. And Hardy again, right over to it. And Hardy's going to be tough to beat. You know, you just have to somehow get those lucky opportunities like Kearney just got there, some sort of little rebound off him because those direct shots are going to be covered well. Hardy has great positioning.
Hardy makes another save, and under a minute to go in this first half. Chances that they have on the scoreboard, pretty even. 6 shots for Kearney, 5 for Omaha South. Hardy with 4 saves, Gabriel with 3. Arguably South's best chance came within the first few minutes. 35 seconds to go. Maybe South trying to put together one last
I'm putting this thing,
run.
I'm just kicking as far as you can. Start getting it towards the box. Some of the South players, though, seem to be calling it good with this first half. We'll see if everybody will.
South.
Kearney certainly isn't.
Austin came forward to take it away. He'll play it ahead. Carson Schwartz with 10 seconds. He'll just play
that's
out
out
of the sideline, and that should do it for the first half as the last seconds tick down. And at the end of one half, Kearney, the #4 seed, leads Omaha South 1-0 on the goal by Royce Austin here in Omaha. We'll take a break, come back here for the second half of play. You're watching live here on the NFHS Network.
Thank goodness we find.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
It's like a hockey puck.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to
Thank you. Can I help you today?
No thanks. I'm just looking. Oh, this is cute. So?
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Like they're the fashion police.
the KHS network. So it's an online streaming program. It's an online streaming program. And so yeah, I think the fee is like subscribe like $10 and you can watch. It's like a 1 month subscription. You can watch any game on there. So it's pretty cool. Gives us opportunity to call stuff.
Fun to be out here doing it. Exactly, I get it.
I know. It's all over here. Because, this is the tough life, food everywhere and broadcasting live. It's terrible. It's just, hey, and we get paid to watch sports. It's such a tough job. I can't imagine how crazy.
Plus, if you're Kearney, you can't play conservative. You got to play like you did.
Oh, no. Yeah. They got to do this exact same thing.
Yeah.
South has just got to start trying to draw them in a little bit and then chip it over. They just got to make more runs and go direct.
I don't know. It
This
seems
passing
like
through the midfield is not.
I don't know if they're doing too fancy or they're just, I don't know.
They just been giving the ball away too
Yeah.
much, and when they've been trying to connect, nothing's come of
Yeah.
it. They just have to start going over.
Yeah.
Start connecting.
I say, because one of my keys for them, I say, use their tackle speed.
No, they're playing too possessive. Yeah. Let's see if Coach Miles makes it. That's
Yeah. Okay. Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been asked to do baseball?
Yeah, it actually was on the list, but they didn't ask. They haven't asked us yet.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
I was just curious if you guys do all the other championships
Everything but wrestling,
and track.
track. They have someone else do.
Because I know they stream it.
Yeah, they stream both those,
Yeah.
and then baseball we have.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Morrison Stadium as we kick off the second half of play between Kearney and Omaha South. Kearney leads at 1-0 off the goal by Royce Austin, his 16th of the year. And, Alec, if you're Kearney, you got to keep playing the way you have that first half because maybe teams tend to go a little conservative when you have a 1-0 lead, especially against the number 1 seed Omaha South. But you got to keep playing the way you have because they've been playing well.
Absolutely, they have been playing well. They've been able to basically break up any build-up in the midfield except for only a couple opportunities for South. South has just got to start going more direct and really focusing on finding the open space and finding the holes, and this might be where they get it.
They want to end of the box. Looking to play one out wide. Looks to send one in. Head up in the air, but it's going to go wide and out of play.
Yeah. I had to stop and get some chicken strips because apparently they're called Creighton strips. You know, I don't want to make any comment about Creighton University because it's a lovely university and these are lovely facilities. I'm just going to call them chicken strips.
Well, here is Kearney looking to go on the attack. A.J. Foz has it here on the near side. Sends one forward. Look for Christian Dake in the corner. Just too far and out of play.
And so far, you know, Kearney's been eating too. I'm not the only one eating. They've been getting a lot of opportunities and really fighting hard. And I think that's the same thing we saw with Westside is that once this team starts coming out and really cutting off passes, you get flustered. South has been flustered. We've seen that in their attitude. We've seen that in each of these players' eyes. They're like, all right, come on now. One of these connections has got to yield a goal.
And especially, again, I don't know if you know this, Alec, but the only on their schedule, it only looks like they've only trailed once this season, and that was a 1-0 loss to Omaha Westside.
Yeah.
Here's a header in the box that's going to be still in, but be able to clear away.
So they're not used to this. They are definitely not used to this.
And even on the scout report that Coach Steinbrook had, frustrate them because if things aren't going the way, they're going to get antsy and frustrated. And here's Novacek on the far end. Look, put one in the box. Slides one across.
Oh.
And then it's going to be out wide.
Felix Gabriel really overcommitted in it. I don't think any of the Kearney players were expecting that one to be right there.
Out of play. There's a throw in there for Sam Straka.
Boy, I must say, these chicken strips are delicious, Jeff. You're missing out, man. I know, you know, personally, I'm a stress eater. I know you're a little stressed by this game. You know, we all show stress in different ways. I show it by chicken strips with some ranch dip.
I'll just be sitting here stressing it out as you enjoy those Creighton strips.
Yeah.
Caleb Bean puts one out of the box. 3 minutes into the second half. Omaha South trying to get something done offensively.
And that'll be a corner for South, I think. Yep, that'll be a corner.
So here's a set piece for Omaha South. And they'll just send it out wide.
Oh, they're going right away.
Nice little touch. It's going to be off Caleb Bean, and so it'll be another corner kick for the Packers.
And to me, I would be looking for some sort of lucky bounce on a header because, again, Kearney has shown they can defend all of these passes, and they're very patient. And they're patient when they need to be, and they're also aggressive when they need to be.
Here is the Packer corner kick. Wraps it around to the far end. Oh, Bauga was there, but off the foot and out of play wide to the right. They played their cards right, but just not able to execute the last-minute shot for Bauga.
Well, he snuck in there unmarked. No Kearney Bearcat was really looking at him. It was just the connection, and I almost think it was one of those situations where he didn't really expect to be able to connect to that ball, and it went just wide.
Here's the ball played downfield. Schwartz plays one ahead, looking for Foz. Bounce goes towards Omaha South. They'll just play it back, looking to set up a defense. And if you're Omaha South, I think one of the keys I had down for them, they got to attack with their speed. In that first half, they really didn't.
Only for a little bit. I mean, but I'd say 35 minutes, they did not.
Now you're the Packers here in the near corner.
And in order to wear out this Kearney side, you have to attack a little bit more.
Out front, but Kavorik just punts it out of play. It will be a throw-in.
And that one is all the way down to 20th Street.
Here's Michael Tower. Austin comes up looking to take it away. Cannot. Packers still have possession. Straka, defense on the outside, someone in the middle, but cleared away there by Carson Schwartz. Still downfield. Packers coming out with an offensive onslaught here in this first 5 minutes of the second half.
And Kearney's having to do the same thing that they did again at the start. They're having to bunker in a little bit and just kind of deal with this next wave of the Packer power.
Now South will flip the field and attack from the other side. Novacek there on the defense. Now here's Palga. Here's Marcos Salas. Slatino will play it back. Michael Ramirez plays it to the outside. Gets sent across. And it's going to be loose, but Hardy is just going to let it trail out. No, he'll keep it in. And he'll pick it up. 6 minutes into the second half, Kearney leads 1-0 off the 38-minute goal by Royce Austin. And he has it. Here comes the junior forward. He'll play one in the corner. Nice tackle there by Iowa South, but Austin still has it.
And Austin just cleaned up the scraps on his goal at the end of the first half, and it definitely helped Kearney carry momentum in, and they still have it.
Here is Austin. Trying to dangle with it. Now gets sent one up the end line, out of play, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Bearcats.
And guess what? That goal for Kearney was not where we expected it to come. We expected them to be off set pieces, but that one was simply just playing it through, getting a shot on goal, and being there when you needed to be there. Will Kearney go back to what they wanted to do and get a second goal off this set piece?
Here's Dakin. The corner, right to the corner, and it's going to be just out. Gabriel was there. He tried for the near corner, still loose. Novacek has it, but South finally able to get it out. And now look for an odd man rush. Kavort gets there first. He'll just put it out of play.
Boy, and the South Packer faithful were begging Salazar Sevilla to start running after that. They thought he had an opportunity. He backs off. Maybe he should have listened.
Tackle there by Schwartz on the ground, still trying to get it.
Playing footsie for a little bit, but lost it.
And now Austin wants to get on there. He's going to send him away. And Dakin's going to play it back for Sam Straka, who punts it downfield looking for A.J. Foz. Tries to settle it, cannot. Headed forward, and Omaha South will take the possession. Almost misplayed, but no one is there for the Bearcats. 8 minutes in the second half. Only really difference is that Omaha South just putting a little more pressure offensive-wise.
Yeah, here's another good build-up.
Look to send one in the middle.
Got to take a shot. Got to take the shot.
Here's a shot that just goes wide to the left.
And it was enough. And Kearney came over and essentially blocked the shooting lane. It was a very nice drop out there by number 28. But it was right there for Omar Fregoso Slatero. And he tried to take it with the left foot. I think he wanted it maybe with the right. Didn't put it on target.
And here's Jacob Hardy. The header's going to be won by the Packers out wide. Kavort headers it forward, but right to Palga. Packers still sent out wide, looking for a chance. Shot blocked by Schwartz. Popped up in the air. Austin trying to win the header. Still battling for it. Foz looks to step up. Packers will play it back. Straka's going to step up front. You let it go out the near sideline. It's going to be Omaha South.
And Palga, for Omaha South has been a key player in the middle for them. He's been a big distributor. He's been really important to their success. Got to take a shot.
There's a chance to go wide to the left.
I mean, he played with it enough, but the shot was just not at the quality it needed to be. I'm surprised that it went so far off to the left.
For Kearney, you're not going to see as much attack by Royce Austin as you did in the first half, because in situations like this, Coach Stott Steinberg likes to put Austin back more as a defensive midfielder more than an attacking forward. Yeah, the only one you'll see up front mostly this half will be A.J. Foz. Here's the ball sent out wide.
Good fake.
Look for Seville, Lena Perez. The one-on-one. And it's going to be foul.
I mean, there's a little bit of spice added on to that one, but
there was contact.
There was
enough as much contact as it looked, but there was contact.
There was enough for a foul.
Yep. So here's a free kick for Omaha South, practically a corner. Straka will just stay right there in front of Carlos
This is
Salazar,
another situation
Sevilla.
where South needs it.
Looking for one. Studi's just going to hit it out of there for Dakin, who will clear it away, but immediately kept in by the Packers. But Schwartz wins the battle there. He'll send it out wide.
Poorly executed free kick.
And here's Novacek. Odd man, well, not odd man rush, but they'll look to pressure
They got
here.
numbers, though.
They do. Novacek still with it. And it's going to be blocked, but it will be a
Another
corner.
Yeah, another corner.
And that's good awareness to just keep it, if you're Novacek, not try to force anything in the middle.
Well, just advancing the ball forward. That's the big thing. Keep South away from your goal, and they brought this all the way down, able to get another corner, and this is exactly what Kearney was looking for. 2-0 for Kearney here with 28 minutes left, and I can't say that Omaha South is going to be able to pull it together.
Here's a chance for Schwartz out front. Ball was not settled down, though.
I mean, they got 4 against North Platte. They were in a little bit of a trouble early. North Platte went up on them, but I can't tell you that it's going to be that easy against Kearney.
AJ Foz get popped on the other side for Austin. Shot just went wide.
Oh, and I almost don't even think Felix Gabriel needed to touch it. Kearney's going to get another corner out of this, and that one was going wide. Just didn't get the perfect contact on it for Austin. Good attempt. Kearney getting gifted with another set piece.
And here's Dakin. Another one tried to wrap around the near corner, right back out to Dakin. He'll just let it go out, so
Don't blame
just a
him.
reset.
Not the perfect hit. Kearney really trying to screen the goalkeeper. We'll see if they get in trouble with it, backing off.
For back post Schwartz, a header. That's get popped up in the air. It's going to be another corner. Or no, they're going to say goal kick. Didn't touch the hands of Gabriel.
That is surprising. I mean, quality opportunities for Kearney, but I thought they maybe should have had one more. Looked like Felix Gabriel tipped it behind the crossbar.
So here's the throw from Omaha South, near the near side. They'll just throw it back out for something in the box. They do. Hardy will have to come out for it. He'll go up and grab it.
Nope, he's one of the reasons of many why Kearney's up 1-0.
Foz will header it downfield. And right now, anytime the ball is on the other side of the field, that's a win for Kearney.
Well, yeah, and Kearney just needs to continue to play exactly the way that they're playing. South will eventually start to go into that, desperation mode probably around 10 minutes.
Oh,
that was a grab.
Yep, he grabbed it.
Got away with it. It was probably even. Royce Austin was trailing him.
The ball almost between the legs of Kearney defenders. As Austin's going to look to play one forward.
Boy, and he was coming hot.
Yeah. And a ball misplayed by Omaha South. And Kearney will have a throw in, but we do have a substitution for Kearney. That's Caleb Crittenden. We'll check in for Hunter Novacek with 26 minutes to go. And we do have a stoppage. Player is on the field. While they look at him, we'll take a break. Kearney still at 1-0, 26 minutes left second half. You're watching live here on the NFHS Network.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't grill it.
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Welcome back here to Morrison Stadium. Jeff Extra along with Alec Rome. Class A semifinal. Kearney up 1-0. And there's...
Let it go. I mean, he got the ball first, and then the feet just got entangled.
Here's Austin trying to push the pace for Kearney. Put it ahead for Foz, but it's going to be cleared back out. Austin still in the attack. Here's Omaha South trying to counter. Coming from behind is Crittenden, but there will be a foul called on Kearney. So free kick here for the Packers. Omaha South's going to push the pace right here. And the ball thrown away, but went behind him, but right there to recover it is Jane Ingen.
Well, just had to deal with it there.
Oh, and a step up there was Ivan Hernandez. Collision with A.J. Foz. And it will be a free kick for Kearney. And you'll be Sam Straka, so maybe you're looking to put one in the box.
You know, and I just don't know what it is, Jeff. I feel like the top seeds here so far today have been feeling very uncomfortable at this stadium and with the teams that they've been playing.
He's well put in the box, headed out.
A team that we expected to create more opportunities has not. While in the meantime, a team that we expected to only get opportunities off set pieces scored not on a set piece.
Here's Omaha South trying to get something going. Look for a cross, a shot that's going to go wide now play.
Nobody there. That, to me, it kind of sums up what South's night has been. You know, a couple of good opportunities that, especially that one right there, nobody there to capitalize on.
Oh, they're calling a corner. Kearney doesn't like the call.
And, you know, I'm not sure. It almost seemed like, could it have been number 10, Caleb Bean? It almost seems like he was pointing to himself a little bit saying, yeah, maybe it went off me. You know, I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Here's a chance for South trying to get a shot off, but it's going to be blocked. Foz trying to come from behind, does, and Austin will play it downfield.
Oh, boy, he hit the brakes.
Good play there by Hernandez. South still with possession. Kvork will just let it go to Hardy. Smart play by the sophomore defender. Who started in the middle of his freshman year a year ago. Schwartz missed the header, but will go to Foz. Now back to Schwartz.
South's got to start running now.
Yep. And their faithful want them to go up. And here
well,
they come.
Now time to lay off to the right. Look to your right. Look to your right. He doesn't. But it's
a
still
ball.
there.
Ball
Lay
to
off. Take a
center.
shot. He
It's
doesn't get the shot. South has not been able to get any sort of shot on goal here.
Foz misplayed it. Studi is a shot that goes wide to the left.
I mean, you can show and tell all you want, but again, the opportunities have been lackluster. I mean, any shots on goal have been either wide or not hard enough for South. They have got to start looking. I mean, he had somebody, an option over there on the right wing with nobody marking him. You have to look to your right. You have to look everywhere.
Schwartz tries to look for Austin, intercepted. And Studi will put one up in the air. Foz on the run for Kearney, headed forward. And here comes Alexis Martinez Ramirez for Omaha South. Tries to put one in the court,
good
does,
pass.
but deflection goes right to Straka, who's up to Austin. Where's Austin trying to put one out wide for Foz, who kept it down on the ground. Goes immediately to Crittenden. He goes down. I don't know how much contact was actually initiated
No,
there.
I think it was just a very powerful, nice takeover.
There's a chance for South, but the shot goes right to Hardy.
Hardy's just been in position. You have to shoot where the goalkeeper's not. Have to shoot at the white net.
And Hardy puts one downfield. Here's Studi. Bearcats want to put the pressure right here. Puts one out wide for Caleb Crittenden in the corner. Crittenden. And go out of play. Kearney will have a throw-in. Substitutions for both teams, and for Kearney, Hunter Novacek, senior forward. He'll check in for Crittenden, while for Omaha South, it's number 23 in Santa Maria.
And this game has felt long too, Jeff. We're only 19 minutes in. We're not even halfway through the second half, and there's a lot of time for South to get something in. So I just feel like this is just the beginning of the end of this game. We're not even anywhere near knowing how this story will play out.
Header in the box for Kearney. It's going to be cleared away by Omaha South, and they want to run.
And Jeff, Kearney almost had a chance to play that story out and get it to 2-0.
Studi on the run with number 28. He's gonna make a tackle and a foul. And there they guess give him a card.
Yeah, that's a tough play and waiting on a stop clock here. I think he's good. That was a tough play.
Checking in for
he flew. I mean,
it's Studi right away. Turned to the referee and said, "I played the ball first."
Well,
Here's
he played the
shot that Hardy's just gonna shove out of play. Corner for Omaha South.
Wow. That was the first, I'd say, well-picked opportunity there for South because they've just been shooting it right at Hardy, but Hardy knew that was too hard, and here comes a big corner kick for South.
South, a little momentum here. Puts him in the corner on the other side. And that was number 28. He came flying across, but could not put it in, and it's a goal kick for Kearney.
On those corner kicks for South, I mean, he was probably the only one actually trying to swerve on in. Everybody else was kind of stationary, and I wish that South would kind of pack up and start moving. I think the Packers could pack up and then basically all move at once and maybe catch somebody unmarked.
And there's Omaha South. Their fans want them to go with it. Going to get one in the box. Austin trying to step up and make a play.
But he was a little over-aggressive there.
Now here's Omaha South. Austin got a foot on it, deflected out. And now here they come. Austin trying to play one on the outside.
He just got to start running. Don't even cross it. Keep running. You're going to beat him.
Austin trying to beat some, cuts in. Does beat him.
Ya.
Looks to play one outside for Foz. Sides one across. It's stopped by Omaha South. And now Kearney will have to defend this counter.
These guys have got to start getting back, too, that we're just up there because here comes South. And
Kavork plays
just
it out.
having to knock it out. If I'm South, I'm throwing this right away. You got to go.
It's Kearney now being able to get some guys back.
Swing to the left.
Touch pass, it goes behind. Now here's a ball in the box that's headed to forward. Popped in the air, it goes out wide. And set back downfield by Caleb Bean. And there's AJ Foz, who'll look to carry it over and look to get something going. He's got Novacek on the run. And yeah, Foz just carrying it in.
Might as well.
Out of play. No, out of play. He'll send it over to Gabriel, who scoops it up. And now South will try to counter.
Well, South, I think, has got to stop going in the middle. Kearney knows where they want to go. It's time to go on the wing where they were having success before earlier in this game and start crossing it in from the wing because these plays in the middle do not grant them any sort of powerful shot opportunity. You don't have enough room. And Jacob Hardy, the good goalkeeper he is going to see these the entire time.
So here's South. They got a man off the head, Ian Santamaria. He's hesitating, now sends one in, but Ingen pops it up in the air.
Hesitated too long, you got to just make a decision. Play, use that speed. Again, Jeff, what we talked about, use that speed, throw it to the corner. You're probably going to beat that defender that's turning, that's not really turned towards the ball. If you throw it towards the corner, it's not going to be there. Uh-oh.
And here's a chance. Ingen kind of misplayed it. And he's going to let it go out, and it will be a corner.
Yeah, yep, that's right. Egan thought it was off the South player, but no, he probably touched it and nicked it a little bit. And South, here's what they got to do. Oh, they're playing it right away.
They got a man right there. Here's a chance.
Oh,
and that's Krista Dakin who just heads out of play.
I just don't like them taking these corners right away. I understand you're trying to catch Kearney off guard, but Kearney has, 9 in the box right now. You have to find a way to get something outside. Start moving your guys around. Being stationary in the box will not get you anything.
Here's a low header on the outside. A shot that's deflected. Another shot. Save Hardy. And it's going to be backed out. Hardy's going to keep it in play. No.
Hardy touched it out of bounds. He was stepping out of bounds, and he touched it.
Wow.
Fantastic save by Hardy to be there at the right time. But you see that the shot did not come from where all the Kearney players are standing. It's coming on the outside.
Another corner by Omaha South. They have 11 shots.
Kearney's really bunkering in, so you got to look for some sort of run on the edge of the box.
Here's another corner. Opposite side. Palga is there.
Doesn't want to kick anybody in the face.
Center box again. Matt Stute steps up. Gets out of the box. Still battled for. South comes away with it. Number 28.
Another corner.
Give me another corner for Omaha South.
And Kearney's having to defend. They've got 15 more minutes because this is going to be a long time. If South continues to do this, this is a long time to ask for Scott Steinbrook and his Kearney Bearcats to continue trying to defend these. One of these will eventually leak in.
Here's one put in the box. Headed away by Bryce Kavorik. Immediately taking a shot that's going to go right to Hardy.
Not hard enough. Not enough of a screen on the goaltender.
He's going to put one downfield. Austin will put it forward. Gets by a Packer defender. Dakin with pressure, and it's going to be out of play.
The smarter play would have been to play it back to Felix Gabriel, and now Kearney has a free throw.
Caleb Crittenden will check in for Novacek. I think this is more about just wasting more time off the clock than it is for a substitution.
I agree. At this point, you know that that one goal is probably going to be as much as you get. Maybe you've had some opportunities, but South feels like that they might be getting the momentum back a little bit, and it's time to just bunker down for Kearney.
And here comes South trying to go on a counter. They got number 9 out wide, but now they're going to hold up. Kearney's got to get in shape. Look for Palga.
Yep, and you knew that was going to happen. South is starting to push up those side backs. Really looking for offense, and both backs are pretty wide at the moment.
Oh, and Foz wins it, and
Foz
here's
just
Austin.
comes in when
Dakin
wasn't paying attention. That Packer wasn't.
And here's Christian Dakin out wide of the box, near side. He'll hold it. Wait for reinforcement. Sends one across, headed away by Omaha South, and now they'll try to get something going.
To me, if Kearney gets one more goal, it's put away. It really is put away.
And no foul there on the collision, and he'll just let it roll towards Hardy, who will take his time.
You got to pressure him. You know he's going to take as much time as he can.
We're down to 13 minutes in the Class A semifinal between Kearney and Omaha South. Only tally on the score sheet is Royce Austin's 16th goal of the year in the 38th minute.
And somebody's going to get a chance to face Westside. Westside is very motivated. They will be without Peter Navoa, their top striker, because he got a red card very late in overtime.
Here's a ball put out front, and it went just wide. Wow, what a chance for the Packers.
Wow, that was the best chance South has had all day. Let me tell you, we've been waiting for that type of shot for a long time from the Packers. That was right there, and we're talking a couple feet off. Hardy knew that was going to be tough to save. Just goes wide and South again.
That was
shaking their heads.
Number 9, Jose Hernandez.
Man,
12
this is
minutes.
tight.
Foz will put one on the side. Royce Austin. Get a 7-4 look for Dakin. You got Crittenden on the other end to look for a cross. Dakin holds up, still has it. Puts one across, and it's just behind Crittenden.
Gabriel was starting to jump a little bit too much there. Kearney's got to get back into shape. They are totally gone on the near side of the field.
Yeah, Omaha South fans want them to push it.
South fans and the South coaching staff, too. That's where it needed to go. Great skill play.
Yeah, chipped ahead, but Stute is able to step in. Poked away to Dakin, who puts it to Austin. By Austin, harassed by Palga. Will go off Austin out of play, but there's a foul.
Oh, calling that one, okay. That initial contact, Packer bench doesn't like it.
$11 minutes to go.
It feels like we were at 15 minutes, Jeff, a long time ago. Kearney still really does have an eternity left to go. They got a lot of defending left to do. They've certainly done it for a long time. I mean, Lincoln Southwest did it for 100 minutes today. Who's to say Kearney can't do it for 80?
They did it yesterday. They did it Thursday for 100 minutes.
Yep.
Kearney did.
They can do it. Different beast, though, in South for sure.
Skill move there by number 28. He's going to get out wide, but he put it behind him and out of play.
Again, South.
And, yep, you see Hunter Novacek checking back in for Caleb Crittenden, as does number 12, Sebio Leva Pena from South. And that's what you're going to see these last few minutes. You're going to see Crittenden and Novacek just exchange positions on the field just to get some time off the clock.
You know, Jeff, maybe it's the blue jerseys, but something about Kearney has caused Omaha South to be distracted and make a lot of mistakes so far today.
Under 10 minutes to go in this Class A semifinal. Novacek plays it along the sideline. Bean will just put out a play.
That one, I almost thought that was going towards the straight.
Here's Omaha South. Puts one out wide for Michael Tovar Ramirez.
Somebody's got to make a run, cross it in the box.
A nice takeaway there by Christian Dakin, but right back.
Show and tell doesn't win you state championships.
Kearney trying to clear it. Omaha South is there. Now Dakin finally gets back for Austin, who just puts out a play.
Show and tell is only good for social media.
Austin was able to play off a header. And Kavorik pops it up way in the air.
40 feet above all of us.
Bounces. Palga tries to play it forward. Austin still there, and he's going to come away with it.
Has it. They got numbers 4 on 3.
Odd man rush for Kearney. Puts it forward. Foz looking
puts
for
it away.
Novacek. But South gets there in time. Novacek will still have it. He'll look to play off the South defender. And it's going to be a goal kick. It's Scott Steinbrook in the Bearcat bench.
And I'm surprised Royce Austin didn't push up with them.
Well, he gets it right back. Headers it to the side for Dakin. Any time spent on this half of the field's a win for Kearney. Shot blocked.
8 minutes.
And a foul will be on Christian Dakin. So Omaha South will have a free kick.
It's desperation. It's desperation time now.
Yep.
Felix calling everybody up. Felix Gabriel saying, hey, we got to go direct. He's going to put a big boot through this one.
Straka coming on the run for Kearney. He'll pop it up in the air off the header. Forward for Omaha South. Kavorik. Clear, but right back to South. Austin with the side.
That was a tough.
No whistle.
No whistle.
And here comes Kearney. Here's Hunter Novacek, who just gets it ahead.
Play it back. Oh, a little rough.
Yeah.
Boy, Kearney could have taken advantage of that one. That was a little messy, but you can feel that they're getting a little bit tired.
And it's going to be out of play. Kearney with the throw-in. And they're just going to wait till they absolutely have to throw in and finally do. Straka's going to come up, play it. They'll just put one out of play.
Yep, Jeff, they got 7 minutes, the Kearney Bearcats do, until they make it to their first state championship final since 2009. Going for their first state championship ever in boys soccer. South, on the other hand, looking to kind of reclaim the throne that they had in 2016, especially with no prep in the mix, the team that beat them last year. But they need a goal.
And they're trying to get one here on the far side of the box. It's going to be
that doesn't
played
do
out.
it.
And we have a substitution, as you see, Caleb Crittenden in for Hunter Novacek. With 6.5 minutes to go.
.74 minutes, and there's been no breakthrough for South.
Rare for the #1 seed.
It's just rare for this program to watch a game like this where they just don't break anything through. Only one game this year against Westside where they didn't score a goal. And Westside, you know, a tough
close header towards Hardy and just a little
those shots aren't going to get you a goal. And nobody's really running on. Everybody's kind of staying where they are and waiting for the ball to come to them. You have to go to the ball.
Hardy's goal kick to Crittenden. Popped up in the air. Crittenden will wait for it. And he's pushed from behind. No foul called. Not a lot of contact there.
No, I think they got to let him play at this point. They're trying to go for the ball.
South trying to play it outside. Austin harassing the Packer defender there. We're now into 5 minutes. The final 5. Class A semifinal. Kearney up 1-0. And now they're going to try to get some number. Crittenden on the outside.
Well, you can see Royce Austin kind of holding back. I mean, he's filling in on the other side. But I can't imagine that this is going to totally come into everything.
Here's a shot that went off the
okay.
crossbar.
That was a little bit more dangerous than I thought that was ever going to be, and kind of a miscommunication there.
I don't think Gabriel expected a shot like that.
No, I don't. I didn't either, because I thought that was just going to fizzle out and we were going to go back the other way. But hey, we're back the other way now.
4.5 to go.
These last 4.5 minutes for me, it's going to feel like an eternity, because South is going to come with everything they have, and they have to start going and making runs. They have to start pushing up.
There's one out, and Hardy will just come out, make the save.
Not going to do it. It's got to be away from the goaltender. Hardy will be on it all day. I'm thinking that you got to at least get something to the feet of one of your attackers and then just have maybe a second to touch it and take the shot. Because all these chances at headers, even though you're trying to go direct, it's just not working. Nothing's working.
Nice play by Austin to get to Crittenden, who just plays it forward. Straka steps up, right to a South defender. Now they'll play it off to the side. Bean is there for Kearney.
I just heard it from the sidelines. Somebody, I don't know if it was coaching staff, saying, give it everything you got. This might be it. Oh.
That was Joe Straka, Sam Straka's dad. Being part of the Bearcat faithful, you know that voice.
I think everybody's hoping that both these teams give everything they have, especially South. They only got 3:19 left to score.
And here's South trying to put one in the box. Straka's there, headers it. And Foz will just let it roll out to midfield.
That's just not going to work. You have to play on the sides.
Here's another one that's headed forward, and here's Royce Austin. Under 3 minutes to go. Up ahead for A.J. Foz. He could beat his defender. He
Doesn't
cannot.
slip by. Now it's time for South to start pushing. And you see Felix Gabriel slowly beginning to walk just in case they get a corner. That's what I would be looking for now if I'm South, a corner, so you can get Gabriel up there and have the numbers.
2.5 minutes to go. 28 puts in the box. Here's a good chance. Here's a chance. And
not enough contact to warrant, especially a penalty kick at this close in the game.
2:20 to go. Novacek checks back in for Caleb Crittenden, as does number 6, Kevin Cyril Sanchez from South.
Again, the referees have been very good in this game. They've been basically a non-factor, letting everybody play.
The final 2 minutes.
Yeah, South's got to look for a corner. That's what at this point, they have not been able to get anything. Kearney's just been their kryptonite.
And here is Royce Austin.
Keep running. Hell, I think I'd run backwards at this point. Run backwards, waste some time.
And they're going to call it Kearney possession with 1:35 to go. Got to watch Gabriel if he'll come up. But Studi just punches it back.
Start running. Everybody at the back's got to start moving up. Pass it. I'd have made one more pass. Oh, it's there. Oh.
It dribbles right to Hardy.
Man, I think it was number 18 for South, Abdihali Adan. He was running around the area where that ball ended up ricocheting to, and maybe he should have just stayed there and been patient. They could have had a shot on goal.
And here's a nice chance for Dakin. Off the face.
Kicks it right into his face. Ow.
No, Alec, I've heard of using your head, but not your face.
You know, some people use their face every single day. I don't know. Anything you can do to win a state semifinal soccer game.
Foz will just play it out for a goal kick.
Yep. And this one's going to be kicked way far ahead, 35 seconds.
Yep, they all push it. Here comes Gabriel.
Gabriel's starting to go.
Final chance for Omaha South to try and tie things up. Hardy is just going to leave it. Kept
Saved
in.
it.
20 seconds. It's going to be out by
It's gonna be a
Kavorik.
throw.
It's going to be a throw-in. Chaos in the final 15 seconds. It's going to go out of play, and it's a corner.
This is what they need. They got 10 seconds. Got to get it off.
10 seconds. Last chance for Omaha South.
It's high.
Hardy, come out,
Oh,
he
it's
falls,
there.
but cleared out. And for the first time since 2009, Kearney goes to the state championship. The number 1 seed falls.
Kearney kryptonite, baby. South had lots of opportunities, and that corner was so close. She had somebody coming on the near post, or the far post, excuse me, but all day, that was the story. Kearney was South kryptonite. South could not get a single thing anywhere near the goal, and Kearney, when it was near the goal, they took the opportunity. It was Royce Austin with that one goal off the rebound. Scott Steinbrook and the Kearney Bearcats deservingly going to face Westside on Monday night, right back here at Morrison Stadium.
So your Class A state championship game is set. It's the Kearney Bearcats, the number 4 seed, upsetting Omaha South today 1-0. It will advance to play Omaha Westside, who came out on top against Lincoln Southwest in the shootout. Westside will be without leading goal scorer Peter Navoa, but when it's state championship, anything can happen.
And I'm glad that both of these sides are really just showing each other great respect, because it was a fantastic game. We had a couple great games here today, and we got 2 more Class B boys games tonight. And Jeff, I'd like to thank you. It was a very fun time, and Julia and Isaac for helping out. Of course, Taylor always for being there for us over these past 3 years. And it's been quite the ride, man. I love this Morrison Stadium, being here in the downtown. And of course, why not? Stole the show, baby. It's our time to go, but at least we stole the show, Jeff.
We did, Alec. Well, that is your final. Kearney wins it 1-0 in advance of the state championship game here at Morrison Stadium at 7:30 on Tuesday.
Looks like you'll be driving back here,
Oh,
Jeff.
yeah, I'll be coming back here for the championship game. That's going to do it here from Morrison. I'd like to thank Alec coming down, calling a couple games. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Taylor and Strive for inviting us to come down here and cover state soccer. Always fun to come out here and call stuff on the state level. Not just an opportunity for teams too, but for broadcasters and reporters as well.
Absolutely, and we leave you with the Bearcats hugging each other as they are going to chase the state championship trophy.
Well, I've been your host, Jeff Ekstrom, along with my partner, Alec Rome. Kearney wins at 1-0, goes to the state championship against Omaha Westside Tuesday night. That's going to do it from Omaha. Good night, everybody.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.